I know how frustrating Mobile Legends can get sometimes. You're trying your best, but your teammates are either not cooperating, the enemy snowballs early, or things just aren't going the way you planned. And suddenly, that little surrender button starts to look tempting. But before you give in, I want to talk to you. If there's one thing I've learned from playing hundreds of games, it's that giving up too early often means missing out on something way more powerful than just a win. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you 7 reasons why you shouldn't give up too quickly in Mobile Legends, especially if you care about getting better and actually enjoying the game even when it feels hopeless. Number 1, comebacks happen more often than you think. Let's be real, Mobile Legends is one of those games where no lead is ever truly safe. The enemy can be 10 kills ahead, taking your towers, and still lose the game because of just one bad decision. That's how the game works. You can be defending base with just one turret left, and with proper positioning, a pickoff, or even just smart minion wave control, you can flip everything around. The thing is, a lot of players never experience that because they give up too fast. They mentally check out or surrender before that moment can even happen. But if you hang on just a little longer and play smart, you'd be surprised how often the tide turns, especially in solo queue where the enemy can make greedy mistakes. This is important because staying calm when everything looks bad trains you to be the kind of player who doesn't panic under pressure. You learn how to make small decisions that create big results. And those moments, they make you feel like a genius when they work. You might lose some of those games, sure, but the ones you win will stay in your memory for a long time because you fought for them and you earned them. Number 2, you're always gaining experience, win or lose. A lot of players only see value in winning, but that mindset slows your growth. Every single match, especially the difficult ones, teaches you something. How to position better, what items work against certain comps, how to bait out enemy skills, and even how to stay calm when people are being toxic. These are things you can't learn from easy games where your team stomps. This is important because real improvement comes from pressure. It's like working out. The challenge is what builds strength. So even if your team is feeding or the odds feel stacked against you, keep going. Every extra minute you play is another minute of practice. You get to try new decisions, react to unpredictable situations, and understand your limits better. Plus, you become more adaptable. That's a huge skill in ranked. You stop panicking when something goes wrong and instead start asking yourself, okay, how can I turn this around? So don't treat a losing match as a waste of time. If you pay attention, you'll realize you're leveling up your mindset with every loss you refuse to quit on. Number 3, you might be the turning point. You may not feel like the MVP in every match, but what you do still matters. Sometimes the quiet player, the one who's not typing, not feeding, just focusing on playing safe and helping out where needed, that player ends up being the difference maker. You might be the only one holding the turret while your teammates respawn, or maybe you're the one that clears the wave that stops the enemy from ending. Maybe you land a perfect crowd control that catches 2 enemies off guard. That's the moment momentum shifts. This is important because when you're the only one still playing properly, the team feels that. They notice it even if they don't say it, and it reminds them to keep going too. Even in chaos, one calm mind can anchor a whole team, so don't underestimate your role. You don't have to be flashy or top fragging to make a big impact. Sometimes just being consistent, not giving up, and staying in position during fights is enough to carry the team through the storm. You could be the glue holding things together without even realizing it. Number 4, late game is a whole different game. If you've played Mobile Legends long enough, you already know the early game doesn't always decide the winner. A team might dominate the first 10 minutes, but completely fall apart at 15 or 18 minutes. Why? Because the late game is a reset. It's where decision making, item power spikes, and map awareness become way more important than just kill count. This is especially true if your lineup has heroes like Aldous and Sicilian. These heroes scale hard, and the longer the game goes, the stronger they get. That's why holding on matters. This is important because it changes your perspective. Instead of focusing on how badly you're losing now, you start thinking about how to buy time, how to protect your core, how to stall long enough for your late game heroes to shine. Even if you're the one getting stomped in lane, your role might change later. Maybe you become the split pusher or the one zoning in team fights. So don't check out early. You could be 5 minutes away from being unstoppable, but only if you make it there. Number 5, your mindset affects the whole team. The way you act, even silently, influences everyone around you. If you start trolling, giving up, or typing negative stuff, it spreads. It makes others play worse, get tilted, and stop trying. But when you stay composed, when you keep playing smart, ping objectives instead of arguing, and don't feed the flame, your team feels that too. This is important because one calm player can reset the whole vibe of a match. People want to follow players who don't panic, and that energy is powerful, especially in solo queue where emotions run high. If you stay focused, your teammates might not say it, but they're watching you, and if you keep fighting, they'll often follow your lead. You're not just playing your hero, you're playing a leadership role, even without a mic. So next time things are going bad, just breathe, focus on the next play. Because how you respond to the chaos often determines how your team does too. Number 6, every match is a chance to build discipline. Think of it this way, every time you push through a tough match, you're building mental muscle, the discipline to stay focused, the patience to wait for a chance, the control to avoid tilt. That's bigger than the game itself, because those qualities carry over into other parts of your life too. Mobile Legends isn't just about tapping skills, it's about mindset. Can you stay calm under pressure? Can you bounce back after a bad start? Can you stay locked in even when the odds feel impossible? If you can learn that here, you can apply that same discipline to school, work, or any goal you're trying to reach. So don't treat every match as just another game. See it as a mental workout, and the more you push through, the stronger and more stable you become, as a player and as a person. Number 7, winning feels way better when you had to fight for it. Let's be honest, stomping the enemy feels nice, but it's the close, hard-fought games that stick with you. The ones where you were one hit from losing, but somehow your team clutched it. The ones where you defended your base with just one turret left. Those victories feel emotional, almost cinematic, like you just lived through a story. Those moments fuel your motivation to keep playing and improving. They remind you that your effort matters, that even if everything is going wrong, you can be part of something amazing, something you helped turn around. And when that happens, you don't just win the game, you walk away feeling proud. Those are the moments that keep players coming back. So next time you're down bad and thinking of surrendering, ask yourself, what if this is one of those games? What if this is the match that becomes your comeback story? Some games feel unwinnable, some teammates tilt, the enemy gets ahead, and it feels like you're just waiting to lose. But don't let that feeling take over so fast. The truth is, you never really know what's gonna happen if you just keep playing with heart. Until next time, keep going, keep growing, and remember, the strongest players aren't the ones who always win, they're the ones who never give up.